Bet Exchange presents Fafa Dwama versus Temba Mkhize.
And here we go, Bulls. Next up, it's a flyweight matchup, and now we see the debut in the UFC of Temba Mkhize, a tough competitor here, sitting at 2-0 in his professional career. And Simon, talk to us a little bit about Temba Mkhize.
But he's so fast. He's very athletic. He's good off his back. He's got some really good crafty submissions, but he's fast on his feet. He's a very exciting striker. He's able to get in and out very quickly, trade in the pocket and get out of damage before he takes the counter. He had a really good amateur career and fought some really tough EFC stalwarts. I mean, he's got losses to BK Bokeng Massignani, some losses to Martin De Beer, and he lost to Rocky Ilunga, Elaine's brother, by decision. So he's had some really tough fights before coming in here. So the viewers are going to see him now and thinking, wow, this kid's making his debut, but he is very experienced. He's almost a veteran making his debut. A great prospect for the EFC future.
We see the debut of Temba Mkhize here at EFC 75. Temba Mkhize inside the hexagon, and now it's time to welcome his opponent into the Grand Arena. A guy with one of the best nicknames in the game. That's right, Kilo Yomombele Fafa Dwama. He has a cool name anyways, but the nickname really puts it over the top, right?
It's a cool name. I've got some reservations about the possible meaning of it, but...
yeah, well, you know, just keep your mother away from him and you're fine. You know? So Fafa Dwama making the walk here. He's 2-1 in his pro career with wins in his last two fights, Super Madlopa and then Aziashu Shitamba, a very talented fighter. He got the win by unanimous decision, and Fafa Dwama is extremely talented, this guy is, and I think a little underrated still.
Yeah.
Coming out of that camp with Bada Edry, Spies Jacobs, the Fighters Inc. Training camp, and just a really talented guy.
Yeah, he is indeed, but he's going to have his hands full with Temba, because usually Fafa, he likes to grind out. I mean, he's always been to a decision with a win or loss. He always goes all 3 rounds. When he lost on debut, in a very tough fight in Durban, actually, to Dan Shaw-Moodley, that was a 3rd-round decision loss. But yeah, he's come back with some decision wins, but he's a grinder. He's got great top control, but if he's against someone who's so wiry and fast and got such a great scramble like Temba Mkhize, he's going to have very difficulty grinding out a decision like he has done before. That being said, there's a lot of changes at Fighters Inc. Like we said, we always talk about how Faiz Troublemaker Jacobs is the main fighter there, but I was speaking to Fafa Dwama's coach, Fidar Edries, and Fidar's saying they're making some big plans for 2019. There's a couple more fighters coming to the EFC next year making their debuts, and the quality of their sparring partners, like I said, just with guys like Temba Mkhize and Umhlanga, starting to increase. It's great to see that growth in some of the smaller camps, not just in Durban, but in Cape Town. It's a real Cape Town against Durban battle here tonight.
100%. Fafa Dwama, a very confident young man, very talented. At 26 years old, has really made some waves. Carries a really big crowd behind him as well. Has a ton of fans in the arena here, representing here in Cape Town. Fafa Dwama looking to make it 3 in a row. What a big fight for him. And if he can make it 3 in a row, then the step up in competition should be pretty sizable.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting how they match up on the feet, because he's actually a southpaw. It'll be interesting to see how he's able to cope with Temba Mkhize with that Muay Thai background and the AFL background. He's like very experienced on the feet and with the kickboxing. Be interesting to see how the orthodox against southpaw match up, particularly with these guys who are so darn quick. And that's what we like about the flyweight fight, Cyrus, isn't it? Is the speed of these guys. You can see how athletic they are, and wow, it's one of those things where if you blink, you're going to miss it.
Fafa Dwama talking a little bit already with Temba Mkhize. No love lost between these two. You can follow the game in real time with BetExchange's live match tracker, offering you a live feed, in-depth stats, and commentary as you lay your stake. That is BetExchange.com.
And now for the easy equities tale of the tape. There's a 3-age different. Timba Mkhize being 3 years older, 4 inches higher. When the athletes weighed in yesterday, it was just a 1 pound difference in the weight and a 6.7-inch reach advantage for Fafa Dwama. Open up a free Easy Equities account today and get 50 Rand in your account on us. What happens after that, it's all up to you. Easy Equities, investing made easy. Let's make it official now and let's get things going with Cyrus fees.
And now, 3 rounds in the EFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist undefeated with 2 wins and 0 defeats. Standing 5'4" tall, weighing in at 124 pounds. Fighting out of Durban, South Africa, Temba Mkhize. And now his opponent, standing across the hexagon, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. Standing 5'8" tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa, Fafa Kiloyomombele Dwama. Your referee when the action begins is Bobby Karagianidis.
The lovely Lassetti joining us here tonight in Goodwood, Cape Town. Rexdiff and Gearbox now open in N4 Gateway Industrial Park, Pretoria for all your gearbox, differential, prop draft and CV joint repairs.
And here we go, a big response for Fafa Dwama. A lot of fans in the house tonight for Kiloyomombele.
There's always a great Congolese crowd come out here in Cape Town, don't they? They really make the events come alive here in Goodwood.
Temba Mkhize.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Time to go to battle here as Bobby Karagianidis gets us started. Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy, the official energy partner of the EFC. In the yellow is Mkhize, in the white, Fafa Dwama.
It was Mkhize. He refused the glove touch, seemingly.
A lot of talk. You saw it at the weigh-ins. A lot of emotion here. And, you know, I think Fafa Dwama has to kind of hit his opponent. What a takedown.
Trying to isolate the next straight away.
Dwama, incredible.
Takes us back.
Well, this might be a short night.
Oh, almost had it in. Looking for the arm possibly. They both scramble up to their feet.
He can get that arm inside. That's exactly what he's doing. He's going to wrench on that guillotine.
That's a neck crank of note.
Watch out, Simon.
Oh, this is a bad place for Mkhize to be in.
He's about to kilo his necky. Is Fafa Dwama.
That's that traditional Congolese phrase, kilo your neck.
Kilo your neck.
I like that.
You've not heard that before. It is.
Guy scrambled so quickly. That was beautiful. Dwama was going for the neck, then he isolated. He almost thought thinking about the arm, trying to keep his opponent down, but Mkhize did well to get back up to his feet. Good scramble by both gents.
Yeah, what a great way to kick off this fight, man. Turning very high energy, and he's going.
Oh, beautiful transitions. Great in the flight.
And goes into half guard, now back into side control. It's Fafa Dwama. He is battling, looking for a finish. Is Dwama.
Dwama's being the heavy flyweight backpack right now on Mkhize and not letting him go. He's got both locks on.
Bobby Karagianidis had to warn him about grabbing onto the fence instinctively, just trying to stay upright. And Dwama's just manhandling him right now, doing a great job. But don't count out Mkhize. He is grabbing onto legs, arms. He is really looking for subs.
Yeah, he's doing all he can to defend, isn't he? But Dwama doing so well to stay on top. And he's still got that leg. He's rolling with it.
Watch out. Cranking on that leg, turning the ankle, and Mkhize's looking to end this.
No, Dwama's shaking his head. He's not got it in.
I always cringe just a little bit anytime they start wrenching on these ankles. You don't want to see somebody's
really
ankle
trying to pull
pop.
up. He's trying it for again. He's isolated almost again. He's got his right arm threaded through Dwama.
Right hand, Fafa Dwama.
Great shot from underneath.
What a battle. Hey, this is such a great representation of our flyweight division right now. These two are putting on a show here in Cape Town.
And again, Mkhize gets to his feet. What a great show of guts, but still Dwama keeping the pressure on.
Back down again, hitting his head against the mat is Mkhize.
Bobby Karagianidis taking a very good look at Temba.
Violent takedowns. Just violent.
Incredible takedowns, and crowd's starting to go crazy. We hear the Congolese community behind us shouting. They're very impressed to see their guy perform like this. A dominant wrestling display. But good scramble from Mkhize. It's all action here at flyweights over at EFC tonight in Goodwood, Cape Town.
Just incredible action here in round number 1. And when you looked at the card, maybe you saw this fight and you didn't think it was going to be the fight that it already is. Yeah. But if you know a little bit about MMA and you know the talent of these two, you knew this was going to be good. We knew this was going to be a great little scramble here, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Yeah, and I was talking about how Fafa Dwama always goes to decisions and always goes 3 rounds, but it wouldn't surprise me if this doesn't go past a second. Looking in beautiful form today.
He's had a few opportunities as Fafa Dwama. But Mkhize is most definitely hanging in this fight and very, very crafty, and right back on top goes Temba Mkhize.
Oh. Great turning.
Dwama's going to give up his back. That's a scary, risky move by Fafa Dwama.
Well, Dwama's got some good judo. He's got good submissions defense. He's been in situations like this before. So it's certainly not a good place for him to be, because we do know how dynamic in his submissions Temba Mkhize is.
Trying to get out the back is Dwama, but not able to do so. The hooks are still in, barely in for Mkhize, but just enough to do damage. Under a minute left in round number 1. 2 flyweights putting it all out here in the hexagon.
What a tough round for both these guys. Oh, great transition.
Beautiful.
Well, Fafa Dwama's really showing some superb top game. Temba Mkhize had just a look in, didn't he? Just for like one minute there. Oh, he's turning around for the choke.
Looking for a north-south choke there is Fafa Dwama, and Mkhize may get the better of him here. Just tied up at the shoulders by Mkhize and Dwama. 10 seconds to go.
That was a good sprawl by both gents. Nice little left high rubber guard from Mkhize, but he's going to be saved by the bell, that's for sure. What an incredible round.
That was a great round. Well done by both fighters. And as much disrespect has been thrown around, you know that they're earning each other's respect right now inside the hexagon.
Yeah, I just thought we just watched 3 rounds right there in just 1 round, in 1 5 minutes. That had everything.
It really did.
Both guys are just so fast.
Fafa Dwama is showing us something with those takedowns, and it's not even anything real technical as much as you just ragdolling him, just brutal, powerful takedowns. And just for his size, extremely strong is Fafa Dwama. Here is the replay brought to you by Restonic, supporting Dream since 1938.
Hard on his head as well, and referee Bobby Carradines had a good look when he came down. And Mkhize trying to go for the Kimura, and a beautiful work by Dwama, just turning him around and using it for the takedown and getting on top. And it was just to see how Dwama was able to dominate on top there against a guy like Mkhize, who's got really good submission defense. When his first pro win was a first-round armbar against Jeremiah Maketa. So he's really no slouch on the ground. And Dwama really pulled off a fantastic round of submission grappling over him there.
UFC 75, Temba Mkhize looking to have another great competitive round against that man, Fafa Dwama. Hashtag EFC 75 wherever you're watching this great event on all of your social media platforms. Dragon Energy brings you round number 2.
Congo against South Africa, another classic matchup we witness here in Cape Town all the time. And it always gets the crowd going. When you have flyweight action like that, it's just almost feels like a main event.
Flyweights that you kind of get the feeling they can finish the fight at any point. That's what makes it so much more exciting. A lot of fair-weather mainstream fans don't get excited when they see the smaller guys. They don't think the knockouts are possible, the finishes are possible. But these two are going for the kill. They are not just trying to get to the end of the 3rd round.
Oh, that was a nice right uppercut there from Dwama. And the crowd are loving it. And so it's almost it has a main card feel about this prelim fight.
It does.
And it's almost packed out already here in Goodwood, at Grand West.
Well, the future of the flyweight division hangs in the balance. And, of course, our main event goes with that theme as well, as the flyweight title on the line between Zulu and Joshua. Big uppercut by Dwama. One right back from Mkhize. And Dwama is going to try to stack him up in the corner and land some ground and pound.
Nice little ankle pick on the right by Dwama to take the opponent down, but he's back up on his feet as Mkhize, but he's taking some tough knees in the breadbasket. This is a tough place for him to be in.
Just pushing towards the fence is Fafa Dwama. Mkhize is in a defensive position. Hard to score points in that position as Fafa Dwama has been bringing the fight since the opening horn.
Such a good grappler. I mean, such a good grinder. When he's in top control, Fafa Dwama, there's not many people better in the flyweight division. Once he gets on top, he's very difficult to get out. Such a good grinder, such a good grappler. And Mkhize giving it a good go. He's certainly not giving up. He's done a nice right elbow attempt. And he's getting his opponent. He's moving. He's able to ragdoll Fafa.
Gorgeous by Mkhize as he lands a few elbows to the side of the head of Dwama, but Dwama slips out, and we're right back to business again.
Well, it's non-stop action. These guys aren't stopping. They're taking off where they left in the first, right into the second with non-stop action. Some great reversals, some great transitions, and great to see Dwama back on top. But then again, Mkhize is really crafty. He's got some beautiful submissions. Got a good rubber guard as well. He's got a nice triangle, this young lad.
And he is always grabbing for the wrist, working the knees, looking for the triangle. He has a lot of options at his expense. Fafa Dwama, very explosive, though, and has been smart not to fall into any traps.
Yeah, that's nice. Mkhize is always moving. He's always trying to defend. Like you said, he's always looking for exits. He's always looking for options. He's always staying active. It's been very difficult for Dwama to rain down any kind of ground and pound. And yet again, he gives Temba Mkhize the opportunity to get up. We saw it in the first round where Fafa Dwama had his opponent down the ground and Mkhize was able to get back up. Great display of fortitude by Temba Mkhize.
Back on top, though, now sitting in the guard is Fafa Dwama. Can he get anything done, any damage done? Part of the new unified rules is that not only do you have to get the takedown, but you have to do damage to go with it. And going for a submission like this is going to score points as well for Temba Mkhize. So very, very tough to judge for our officials.
Yeah, he's pretty handy off the bottom, is Temba Mkhize. Like he said, he's had that great armbar in his professional debut against Jeremiah Contre. So it's not a great place for Dwama to stake. If he's going to, like you said, if he's going to stay in this guard for 3 rounds, he's not going to be scoring points.
Look at that triangle attempt right now. He has got the leg up. He's nearly got it in, but not quite that tight.
Really, ideally, he needs to get his left leg across the back of the neck of Fafa Dwama and then lock it in and pull it down to actually get the triangle choke, but it's not on. Still, not a great place to be for Dwama, and it's a difficult position for him to rain the ground and pound down, but Temba needs to transition with his guard to make more advantage of that, to get the triangle in.
Yeah, just not really putting any sort of pressure on the neck like he would like to is Mkhize, but he is attempting these submissions and he continues to attack. Although Fafa Dwama's on top, I think you got to score points for Mkhize in this scramble.
Yeah, definitely, and some really nice submission attempts. He's in half. His guard is down now, so he's able to. Fafa Dwama should be able to come up and posture up and rain a bit of elbows down, which is what he's looking to do. But now he's completely back in Temba's guard.
20 seconds left here in round number 2. Dwama and Mkhize, 30 FC 75. Who's going to finish this round strong? Can Dwama stay on top?
It's going to be very interesting to see how they come out in this 3rd round, because both these athletes do absolutely everything. The 3rd round could be a contest of the cardio. Wow.
Great work there for Dwama to end the round on top, showing a little bit of dominance, and that is the end of round number 2. And interesting to see how these judges are going to score. I think it's a very tightly contested fight all the way around.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to, I'll ask you, but I don't know what sort of response you're going to give me. What do you think after 2 rounds? Do you have a possible score in your head?
Yeah, I do. I'm giving it to Dwama at the moment because I still think he was active enough to cause quite a bit of damage. He was able to rain a bit of ground and pound. He also went for a lot of submission attempts himself. I think in that round, all that Temba was able to get in terms of the judges' eyes was perhaps a decent submission attempt off the back when he was trying to use his rubber guard to get the triangle in.
Let's look at the replay here, and there's that throw by Temba Mkhize using the momentum of Fafa Dwama against him and landing a few elbows.
Yeah, marginal on the legality of those elbows, but there weren't enough there to cause any kind of damage to Fafa Dwama. But it was really where he needed to move his rubber guard around the back. He's trying to pull down the back of the head of Dwama, but he didn't really have the lock in the right position to get the triangle. Still, it was a good defensive display of BJJ off his back. So,
analysis on Lasedi.
Lasedi will say that she's really looking for the co-main event, and she's got Cal Pacino for the win.
Does she?
She does indeed. That's how invested our
How
RDG
much time have you
Hexagon
been
goes.
spending with Lasedi? I feel like you've been putting in way too much time. You're a married man, Stevens. Keep it together, brother.
We just share the makeup room, I assure you.
Round number 3 coming up, brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink, high performance energy drink. Dwama, Mkhize.
Yeah, it's been great to see both the throws. The takedowns have been things of beauty here. Both guys have been able to pick each other up and score some absolutely superb takedowns and slams.
A nice little left hook on the exit. Didn't do a lot of damage, but it looked pretty. Mkhize doing a great job of coming forward. It seems like there's a little bit more desperation. Seems like he's really going after it already here in round number 3. We'll see how much he commits to putting some damage on Papa Dwama.
Yeah, just trying to take the legs away from Fafa and then probably go in and try and score a couple of points. Hasn't been much striking, got to be said. There hasn't been huge exchanges with the fists, but it's something we may see. If we know that Mkhize probably needs to look for a knockout or a finish, and we know the easiest way of doing that is, but he's going to have trouble against Fafa Dwama, who's able to back Mkhize back about the cage and then beckons him forward again.
Looking to stay undefeated is Themba Mkhize. And we do know that Papa Dwama in his 3-fight pro career has never been finished. He's lost, but only by decision. So Mkhize definitely has a task to complete, trying to take out Kilo Yomombele, Papa Dwama.
Still very impressed with Themba Mkhize to come out like this and defend in the way he has these past 3 rounds on his EFC debut. If the guy's feeling any pressure, you wouldn't know it, that's for sure. And that's a hard right kick to the body from Papa Dwama.
Can you believe still some huge matchups coming here? Interim Bantamweight Championship. Rutando Biko, Cal Eleanor, Joe Cummins, Armand Skipper is very excited about that. And how about Torbjorn Madsen making his return to the EFC against Longhua?
Dwama's headhunting. Faked the right uppercut, but he's looking to headhunt, and he's backing Themba up against. And again, he beckons him forward into the center of the hex. This will be the first fight this evening to go to the 3 rounds, I believe. Which is going to give a display of all that action we've had here at Goodwood tonight.
Well, it's been a special night thus far with so many big matchups still to come. Teasing the takedown and lands the big front kick.
Mkhize says no problem, didn't hurt, didn't connect to him.
Sure looked like it connected. About halfway point here of round number 3, and Mkhize has to show some desperation. He has to go after it. Don't want to rush in there, but at the same time, you can't lay back for too long. You got to score points.
Oh, he's still giving it a go. Mkhize needs to stop waving off these little fists. He needs to actually finish this fight if he can in this 3rd round. So at the moment, it's Dwama who's in the ascendancy, and probably, I would definitely say, ahead on the points, wouldn't you?
How about that combination?
Nice.
Beautiful right and left from Dwama. Beating up on the head of Mkhize. Mkhize has to show us something.
Yeah, and Papa Dwama's just happy to counter. He can stay on the feet knowing he's got 2 rounds in the bag, and he can just wait for Themba Mkhize just to come forward, and he can just look for the counter. And he's scoring the points and looking for the spinning back elbow. We just thought it'd be better back out of it, which is a good decision.
Yeah,
that wasn't on.
Not in a good place to land that one. Big swing and a miss by Mkhize.